Hey guys, Kent Aberle. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while since I posted anything lesson-wise online, so I figured I would give you guys a quick workout this morning. This is a workout that I teach to my students called the DOMinator workout. I first saw it done by Dom Famularo, and who is my guru of drumming life, everything inspired to aspire, Dom. But it's a simple workout, but it's a hard workout. This workout is a workout, when you're doing this, what I want you to focus on is the feeling in your arms and the feeling in your hands. This is a workout, it's three simple motions that you use for each hand, and you do it repetitively as fast as you can for 1 minute each exercise. So in basic format, I mean, if you just do them one in a row, you can actually get this really nice workout in like 9 minutes. So it's pretty cool. But what's great about it, like I said, this is not an exercise where you want to think what you're playing musically. You don't want to use your musical mind. This is strictly a physical exercise to get you to a place on the drums where you have to relax. Where I've really started to find progression in my playing is when I started playing really long gigs, and there was a moment in the middle of that gig where my arms and everything are ultra loose, almost to the point of tired, where I have to let go of the sticks. If I would have been gripping too tight or squeezing my sticks or anything, if I had bad technique, I probably would have reached failure. It's a gig called Meddlesome here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's like 4 hours long with no breaks. So, but it's a fun gig. So it definitely, when you play long gigs like that, it allows you to progress as far as like reaching a place while you're playing. And so this exercise is going to help you do that. It's a really simple exercise that I'm actually going to do with you. So if you want to join in with this video, you can. If you got this up by your drum set, if not, you can watch me do it and watch me get my butt kicked this morning. So what I do is I set my my stopwatch and to start, and each exercise again is 1 minute. So the first exercise of the DOMinator is this: snare, right hand only, snare to floor tom, back and forth. Again, you want to do this as fast as you possibly can. I sometimes will use like weighted sticks just to get a little extra of a thing focus. But what's going to happen is while you're doing this exercise over 1 minute, you are going to hit a wall. You're going to hit a point where your arm begins to tighten up and it starts to flex and you're feeling everything just squeeze. Okay? That's our natural instinct to do. Is when we start getting tired, when we're playing something, especially with an object in our hand like a stick, we tend to squeeze harder. Okay? So what you want to do when you hit that wall and you start feeling that tightening come up, what I want you to focus on is blowing out air. And feel that release through your hand. Try to actually imagine the tension of your arm flowing out through your fingertips while you're still playing. So what it does is it takes it from your grip, from being tight to having to be loose to do it. And what you'll find is the more you can focus on being loose, the faster you can actually do it. But again, I don't want you to think about notes. I want you to physically, just simply think about the physical way you feel when you're playing this. Again, when you hit the wall, breathe out, blow out, and just let the air release through your fingertips. All right? Here we go. Exercise number 1. Again, snare, floor tom. 1 minute. Here I go. 1 minute. Oh, goodness. All right. So, right about 40 seconds, I started to feel my arms tightening up. I started to feel everything from my forearm to my shoulder. The other thing I noticed is that when I'm starting to tighten up, my head starts to tilt. So it's definitely an exercise where you have to relax. You got to breathe. Sometimes when we're doing something new, the first thing we want to do is hold our breath. You got to blow out and breathe with this. So, all right, so that's number 1. Same thing, left hand, 1 minute. Here we go. Reset the timer, and on your marks, get set, go. Wow. All right, so that's left hand. So that's exercise number 1. All right. Exercise number 2. This is a 5-piece kit, so I'm going to use the rack toms. If you don't have a rack tom, you can use just 2 drums. If you got a 4-piece, rack tom to floor tom. This is a 5-piece, so I'm going to go 2 rack toms. Next exercise is right hand and left hand. First hand, 1 hand at a time. Whew, my breath is going. It's awesome. First exercise is tom to tom. Tom, tom, right hand. And you want to focus on minimum motion. You want to focus on relaxed grip. You want to focus on being loose all the way through the upper body. You want to focus on being loose. And you want to breathe, breathe, breathe. Blow out, breathe in, blow out. Okay? All right, here we go. 1 minute, right hand. You ready? On your marks. Get set. Go. Minute. Okay. All right. Yeah, my heart beats up. I'm feeling good. My arm's getting looser. Every exercise I do, my arm keeps getting looser and looser. I can feel my hand like loosening up on the grip. These are a laminated stick. Vickford makes a bunch of different laminated sticks, so check them out. They add weight. So, all right. Same thing. Left hand. Here we go. On your marks. 1 minute. On your marks. Get set. Go. 1 minute. Oh, man. Okay, so where I feel that is, I felt that all mainly up in my shoulder. So really got to focus on relaxing on that. It's always going to hit the left hand. If you're right-handed, it's going to hit your left hand quicker. If you're left-handed, it's going to hit your right hand quicker. The wall is, that is. So just because you don't use that hand as much creatively, so because it's more of a physical use, it's going to burn out faster. So you really got to focus on relaxing. Like right now, I'm starting to feel that like kind of a dead arm. Not dead, like numb, but just like a ultra relaxed, super loose feeling, and it feels great. All right, so the last of the 3 exercises is a combination of number 1 and number 2. The last one is all the way around the toms and back, like this. And you're going to do that for 1 minute, as fast as you can. Don't worry about how it sounds. I do not care how it sounds. It doesn't matter. What we're focusing on is the physical aspect of relaxing our grip and relaxing our hands and our arms. So, as fast as you can, 1 minute, back and forth. All right, here we go. On your marks. Let's see here, okay, on your marks. Get set, go. Minute. Oh, okay. So where you're going to feel that is kind of in the back of your shoulder a little bit, because you're doing more of a push and a pull motion circular this way. All right. So you really got to focus on breathing. All right. Last one. Same thing. Left hand. Here we go. Restart your stopwatch. 1 minute. On your marks. Get set. Go. That is the DOMinator workout. As you can see, I lost the stick. It's because it's just, once you start relaxing, sometimes you will find yourself throwing sticks around the room once in a while. Awesome workout. And it really gets your heart rate going. Like right now, I feel like I can just sit back and just lay back in the pocket and just groove, you know. So then what I'll do is I'll grab some regular size sticks. But you can do that with regular sticks. You can do that with laminated sticks, whatever. But the main thing is just keep focusing on relaxing. Now remember, the other thing is you can do with this is you can implement the use of improving other techniques by forgetting the technique, getting to that point where you aren't thinking about using it. Because this is such a physical exercise, you can work on things like double bass technique. If you're working on a double bass technique like the heel-toe technique, that you can focus on getting to a point where you don't think about that by getting a simple pattern going. You know, you can start with singles even. Just start with singles on your bass drum. If you want to add double bass and get to a point where you're really comfortable with the double bass, you start left, right, left. Simple pattern at a relaxed speed. Don't worry about speed. Just get it going. You do the exercise over top of that like this. All the exercises over top of that. If you want to add a musical aspect to it, to where it trains your ear, you add your left foot on a hi-hat or cowbell like this. Gets a little bit of that musical shift going. Do the exercise over that. Remember, you're focusing on feeling. You're not focusing on music. But because you have a pattern going underneath it, it allows you to make that separation happen between your brain and your limbs. So that's where the independence comes from. It's not working on each arm individually or each leg individually. It's getting to a point where you're forgetting about what parts of your body are doing. Then you can add techniques such as the heel-toe technique, which I teach, which is this. Again, focus on, keep that going at a simple rate. Do the exercise around it. Add a musical aspect to it. You know? So anyway, I hope that gets you going today. Give that exercise a whirl and that workout a whirl. Again, it's called the DOMinator. Thank you, Dom Famularo, for everything you have given us, drummers. And R.I.P. Freddie Gruber, and we'll see you out at a gig soon. Have a great day, guys.